Hello everyone, Silent here and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to build an ultra simple and easy to build multi-item storage system for your early game survival Minecraft worlds. This thing is so easy and cheap to build that you can build it within just a couple of hours of starting a new world. That way you can start getting organized and stay organized as soon as you start up a new game. It's also fully customizable. You can set this thing up to be any size that you want. You can go around corners and any direction, and you can expand it. You can put anything in the chest that you want, up to 54 unique items per chest. As you can see, I have kind of a valuables chest set up, a redstone chest, and then we got one for like cobblestone. Literally anything that you want to organize, you can get organized immediately. And I mean, look at this redstone. It's just a redstone line. That's really it. So how it works is really straightforward. The input chest is all the way over here on the left side, and you just dump whatever you want into this little system right here. Now keep in mind, it can't sort non-stackable items because you can only sort those using a laze, but any stackable item, this will sort just fine. As you can see, we got diamonds coming into the chest right here. Not only is this system incredibly simple and easy to build, it is also very reliable, so items will always end up where they should be 100% of the time. It never misses an item. So the only items that will ever end up in your overflow are items that you don't have assigned, non-stackable items, and items that are overflowing. And of course, this also works on Minecraft Java Edition as well as Minecraft Bedrock Edition, so it's the exact same build process. So a basic explanation of how exactly this works is we have a comparator right here reading an item, and that activates a little bit of redstone, sending it up this dropper, and then it goes into this hopper while the hopper below it is locked, so the item isn't going to go down. Now, if the item can fit into this chest, so if it's a diamond or any of these other items, it'll actually go in there. But if it can't fit into this chest, then it'll go down and over to the next slice, and then it'll try and go into this chest, and then this one. And if it doesn't fit into any of these chests, then it'll simply end up in the output. And you can store up to 54 unique items per double chest. You can have one unique item in every slot, or you can fill in multiple slots using a single type of item. The only real flaw with this system is that occasionally it'll leave an item behind in the dropper. This is actually really easy to avoid. Just have a bunch of junk items at the end of whatever you're sorting. So don't leave your diamonds last, put your cobblestone last, and then only the cobblestone will end up in the droppers. So let's start building. You're gonna need at least a 3 wide area that is a total of 5 blocks long. It's gonna be 1 block beneath the ground and 2 blocks above the ground as well. This is gonna be for our first cell and for your input chest, and we're gonna start off with a comparator on this block, a redstone torch right here, and then a dropper facing upwards and a dropper facing to the right. Make sure you are using droppers and not dispensers. We also need to have ourselves a block in front of that comparator. You'll have to crouch to place that, and then a redstone torch, a piece of redstone dust right there, and then a repeater right there facing into the block. So now all you need to do is grab yourself a hopper right here, place in a double chest facing sideways like that. This is going to be where you actually put the items that you want to be sorted, and then your first chest that's going to have sorted items in it will go right here. And then we just go behind it, place in a hopper facing into that chest, and that is the first little slice of the system. From here, it gets way easier. So we're just going to place a dropper facing up on every other block, going out basically as far as you want it. You can make the system as long as you want, and I'll show you how to turn around corners in just a moment. And then we need a dropper facing to the right on top of all of these, like so. Again, you'll need to crouch to place those. And now we're going to go ahead and put a double chest on the front of all of these, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and place in the hoppers. So we need a hopper facing into the side of the dropper on the bottom, just like that. And then a hopper on the top of all of these facing into these chests. And that is it, basically. To put in an output chest for your overflow items, just put in one more double chest down here, and then in hopper going into it like so. And now we're going to grab ourselves one repeater, a solid block, put a piece of redstone dust right there, and then just connect all this together with a redstone line, and that is literally it. Your storage system is now done and ready to go. So you can make this system as long as you want to. However, if you make it much longer than this, you'll need to put down a repeater. Now, where you put that repeater depends on how you build your system, but basically just put in a lever right there to power all of your redstone. And then as soon as your redstone starts churning off, like as you can see, it churns off right there, just put down yourself a repeater, and that allows you to extend the system and build it as long as you want. But as you can see, it's got to be pretty long in order for you to need a repeater. To build a system that goes around corners, it's really easy. You just start off with a straight system like this, and then if you want to turn a corner and this orientation, as you can see, your double chests go right next to each other, and you have a pillar block there in the corner. If you want to turn corners like this, as you can see, there's a 3-block gap between these systems. That way you can fit some hoppers and some redstone back there, and all the droppers and the hoppers are basically exactly the same in all of these systems. There's really not much to it. Now, what we do is we're going to grab ourselves a lever, turn on this redstone line so that we know when the redstone turns off, and we're just going to extend it out over here, and I'm going to put in myself a repeater right here, and then a solid block, and then we're just going to grab ourselves a bunch of redstone and power these 2 sets of droppers. To grab the items from this system and send it into this one, we're just grab ourselves a hopper line and send it around like that. And then the same deal applies over here. We'll just grab ourselves a little bit of a hopper line and send these items around. And as you can see, it's as simple as that. To power these droppers, we're going to grab ourselves a little bit more redstone and just power the back sides of those. It is really straightforward. And again, as soon as your redstone line starts churning off, just put down yourself another repeater, and that way you can extend the system. Put an output chest on the very end of your system, and you're good to go. So once your system is built up, all you need to do is go ahead and put 1 item into every single slot of every single chest. If there's any empty slots, the next items that you put into your system are going to end up right in those empty slots, and then it's going to ruin your organization. So that's why you need to make sure that every slot is full of at least 1 item. If you like this multi-item sorter, drop a like, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'm also going to have some other amazing storage tech out soon, including item categorizers and a bunch of other insane farms for Bedrock Edition, so definitely subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you down in the comments and in the next one.